We need to learn how to better mass customize the care we provide in the helping sector. The vast majority of helping organizations have worked hard to create a common assessment protocol in which people go through a series of documentation procedures before they can receive help. That's probably a bad idea. We have found in multiple states that while the needs of people served influences the type and amount of services, who the provider is oftentimes predicts nearly twice as much variation in these important metrics. It's quite likely that policies, procedures, guidelines of the providers has a greater impact on what happens to people than what people actually need. So in other words, where you go influences what you get. What that means is that in general, the system is still functioning as if it's operating from a mass production model. In their book, The Experience Economy, Pine and Gilmore, two economists, make the comment that in order to create opportunities for personal change, you need to create a powerful personal experience that potentiates the change process by engaging people in hope that they can change. How do you actually do that in a business enterprise? That's no simple task. These two authors describe a continuum that goes to, on one side, mass production. That's where most people are treated exactly the same. So if you have an intake procedure in which you go through a series of questions and documentation that you always do with everybody exactly the same, that's mass production. What you're communicating to people is, we don't care about you until we take care of ourselves. I can't get paid if I don't do this to you. On the other extreme is what Pine and Gilmore call individualization. That's where you treat everybody as if they're completely different. Now, a lot of us talk about individualizing care. It's actually kind of naive, because if you take a step back and think about it, what that means is that everything is always different. We know that's not true. We don't decide how to help based on how people are different. We decide how to help based on how they're the same. So what you're doing when people seek help is you want to engage them by treating them as if they are an individual. But at the end of the day, you have to find out the ways in which they're common with other people so that you can bring to bear effective intervention to help them. Pine and Gilmore call that mass customization. You need to learn how to mass customize your care if you want to have a business enterprise that is able to provide a positive personal experience for people as they come into your door. The example that they use is Build-A-Bear. So if you want to take your child to Build-A-Bear, or if you want to build a bear yourself, right? You go to the Build-A-Bear, and they don't send you out back and say, here's some shears and some sheep out there, why don't you go see what you can do? They actually give you all the component parts of a teddy bear. But then your child puts together the bear in the fashion that they want. And when they leave Build-A-Bear, they feel like that bear is their own. And that is what we call mass customization. The mass part of the component parts, the customization is putting them together for that particular individual. That's what we need to learn how to do in the helping sector. So as you listen to people's stories, you're listening for the common themes of those stories. And that's the nature of TCOM tools like the CANS, the ANSA, and the FAST, which are all person-centered, are actually designed to support mass customizations. So by using person-centered tools, we can teach helpers to mass customize care so that they're doing different things for different people based on their needs. Because at the end of the day, if we're going to be effective in helping people, we have to match what we do with what people need.